Hello and welcome back to Tammy's Antique Vintage Dolls and More. And today we're in my doll room. I ripped the whole room apart. I'm off today. I don't have to work. So I decided to take my room, rip it apart, and get the cobwebs down and just kind of do some basic cleaning in here, which it's been needing for quite some time. And I've been quite surprised how much I've let it go. But that happens through your winter, and now that spring is coming, it's time for that. Not a good time for me because I'm in this cold still, but I'm coming out of it now. John's doing a lot better, everybody. And I want to stop just to say thank you to everybody who has shown their concern to us and wishing us to get well and everything. I do appreciate that. That helped us out a lot, and we're coming. We're putting it, getting ourselves put back together again. John's starting to move around, and he's feeding his ducks again, and so he's coming. He's still blowing his nose just like I am, and we're coughing, but we're kicking it out of us. So what is here before us today? This is a doll that my father bought me back when I was about maybe 19, 20 years old. And he got it from a lady who's now deceased, and she's the one that helped me to move further into dolls. Her name was Pat Hunter. And this is out of her private collection. And he wanted to get me a doll for Christmas. And so anyways, this is the one she chose that she thought I should have. Now, this is an Armand Marcel baby doll. She's, her paint is not cooked into, I will call it cooked, not put into a kiln, and it's not been baked into become part of the bisque. It is laying on top of the bisque. So it will flake off easily. Now, she's worn this dress on her for the last, oh my goodness, I'll say 2 years. And it needs to come off, and it needs to be freshened up and put away for another time when I'm ready to put her back into this again sometime. Now, what I usually do is I will weave at Christmas time a red ribbon through here, or for Easter I would put a yellow or green ribbon through the Easter period. If I wanted to brighten this up, you can. And this is just a gown that I got from a used store, and it served her quite well. But it is time to change her, and I was gifted a christening dress, but I'm going to call it a long gown because this doll is from the Victoria era. She's from the turn of the century, the late 1890s, I would say, to the 1910 area, somewhere in there. I'm not far off from her date. She is marked on the back Germany, AM. She has a number and everything else that goes along with her. And she's a very nice doll. Now, she's one of the bisque dolls on the bigger side. This baby is quite a bigger doll, about 24 inches. So she has composition hands that have been repainted. I believe they've been repainted. I don't feel that's her original paint. They don't. The coloring is not to the face. I would like to take her hands later and color them. Bring the color a little bit closer to the head color. They have been repainted. I believe Pat might have painted those, but they are her original hands. She's in her original body underneath and everything. So you're going to see what she looks like with her clothes all off, and what her body looks like. One of these dolls look like without all their clothes. It's nice to see those things. And so anyways, we'll take her hat off first. I'm going to be in my own light here. Maybe I should be standing on the other side. Oh, we're just going to have to go with it and see how she turns out. This video turns out. But she's got quite a beautiful head. And we're going to freshen up this. I'm just going to throw it on a chair back there. Okay. I've taken everything off that lays on the floor in this room right out of here. It's all in my kitchen and my living room right now. And I just stripped the room right out. I can't go into my backyard to work because the water is receding. Believe it or not, we got more rain last night. And we don't need more rain, but we got a little bit more. Now it's supposed to stop. I've got a doll here that's in my arm. There we go. Okay, I'm going to put her arm down. There we go. Anyways, now this gown that was gifted to me was either from Janet or it was from Viva. I don't know who gave it to me. I try to go back on my videos to find out, but whoever, thank you very much. Now I put this white top on underneath her so that I think it's a top. I don't even know what's underneath it. Oh, it's another gown, I think. Oh yeah, this is another gown, a second gown, because this was so crocheted down here that you could see through it. So I use this to back it. This is more like a little nightie type of thing. So anyways, I'm going to take it all off. It's all going to come off, and we're going to put on her a new little dress that was gifted to me. And Be nice to get this off of her. And then you can see what she looks like underneath. And this is her body underneath. She has, again, the typical cloth body that you would see on a composition doll is what you're going to see here on her. Let's take this off of her. Trying to be as careful because she's an old girl, an old baby. See, even her legs need to be repainted to her. I think they need a repaint. Now, I'm not touching her right now. I got too many ahead of her. So, way too many to be worried about the color of her legs right now. You can, if I was so concerned, I should have done it years ago. Oh my goodness, she's got little red socks on. I don't even know why she's wearing those, but we're going to take those off. There we go. And she's just wearing these little, I'll keep those on, that on her. That looks cute. Nothing wrong with that. We will pull it down a little bit. But this is her body. Now let's see if you can see her markings on the back of her neck here. If they're going to show up, because they are there. It does say Germany on her. And you can see the AM. I can see Germany way down underneath her string. Way down underneath here. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'm trying to get it where you can see. And is it going to show? Am I in the light of it? There, I'm trying to stay out of the light. At the same time, focus here. I don't know if that's going to work. Hang on a minute. Oh, I'm bringing it too close now. It's come out. There we go. I don't know if you can see that AM. There's an AM right there. AM. But anyways, I'll have to check later once I see the video what it shows there. And down below it says Germany and there's her number 390 something. But anyways, we're going to dress her. Her eyes are stuck. What I think her problem is that some of her cotton, because I can see there's an empty hole right in here, like where her stuffing should be. And I have a tendency of just trying to squish some up. But I think it's went up into her head. Yeah, because I don't feel like a cardboard thing there. And her eyes cannot move because of the cotton going up into the head. Which is a problem even for composition dolls. A lot of times they just put a piece of cardboard around the neck. Or a piece of cloth they would glue. That way the cotton couldn't go up and disturb the eyes. But I am not ready to take off her head or disturb anything about her right now. Bisque is not my forte. I'm not a big bisque girl. I know there's a lot of women out there that just love their bisque dolls, and I think they're beautiful. I do. And I love this doll because the reason is it came from two people. It came from Pat Hunter, who's now deceased, and who instilled a lot of things into me for doll collecting, taught me a lot. But my father bought it for me, and those are the connections that I've made with it. So I like to keep to those connections, and you know, those things is what keeps me then to the doll. So I enjoy the doll for that. Will I buy any more bisque dolls? I don't even look. The only one I will be honest about, if I was to buy anything bisque, would be a Bilo. I love the bisque Bilo baby, and I would love to have one of those. But I have to be honest with you, that would be the end of it, the beginning and the end. That's as far as I go with it. But to the next person, again, we were talking about this not too long ago, that like when I was doing that doll with the cigarette smell, she's not my, that's about a video, one video back, that she wasn't my like, but she could be somebody else's like. And there were people on there on my site that expressed how much they loved her, that they really loved her look and everything, and that she was a beautiful doll. Oh, this fits her nice. Oh my goodness, I'm happy. I wasn't too sure how this was going to fit her, but oh my word, she looks gorgeous in this. Love it. Let me see if I can get this buttoned up. I know I'm in the light of this one here. Oh, I can't see without my glasses. Oh, I see how this does up now. Okay. All the lace. I'm not a big lace person. I love a little bit of lace, and that's what I like about this gown. It has a little bit of lace, not overwhelming with lace. I think lace has its place, but it can be overdone on a dress as well. I didn't get her any socks, but I can do that off camera. The dress is what it's really about. You can't even see her tootsies anyways. It's so covered up, but oh, that looks so cute on her. Now, I don't like this showing. That's probably why I put a long sleeve undershirt on her because of the staining on it, but I don't care. That doesn't bother me. We're going to move to the next thing. Now, where's her hat? Now, there's a matching little hat that goes with this, and it's never been cut. It's never been used, never been worn. So I'm going to cut this for the first time on a slant. Well, let me see if I can do this on camera here. I'm trying to look at the camera and cut at the same time. Okay. There we go. Let's put this on her and let's see how she looks. Oh my, oh, she looks gorgeous. My dad and Pat would be so proud to see, my father's still alive, but they'd be so proud to see her and what she looks like in this. Oh my word, she's gorgeous. Oh wow. And there's the baby there. Oh, I gotta get out of the light. There we go. I hope you can, I'm trying to see what you see. Here, I'm gonna put her up like that. I want her to fall. This thing is sliding. That's where that rubber stuff comes in handy. You had some of that. Okay, I'm going to hold her like that. There we go. Oh, you can't see her anyways. No, so I'm going to bring her down like this then. Okay, you can't see. Well, you know what I can do. Okay, I'm going to hold on to her. Okay, I'm just going to hold on to her like that. And I'm just going to raise her up with the other hand. There we go. That's all I can do, guys. Ladies and gents, that's the best you're going to get from me right there. So there she is in her nice new gown. I took the gown and I gave it a light pressing and I just put a little bit of spray starch on it, and oh, it just came up beautifully. And that's as much lace as I like on a doll. I don't like too much more lace than what is there. I think that's more than appropriate for a baby, and she looks gorgeous. So I hope you like this video of this old baby. If the stories she could tell, she's went through the First World War, she's went through the Second World War, she's went through wars in the 50s there, and through prime ministers and presidents and kings and queens and everything else, from buggies and horses to automobiles to the television to everything coming in. This doll has witnessed it all. If she could be alive through it all, she could tell you all those stories of what passed me by and that were there when I was born. So, you know, wonderful history these dolls hold. I hope you enjoyed this here. And again, I appreciate all your kind words to John and I. We are on the mend. We're doing great. Well, I'm not going to say great as we're going to be right now. But I think she's a wonderful doll. And you know, I don't know what little girl owned her, but she is gorgeous, though. So I hope you enjoy this and you have a good day and a good weekend that's coming up. Enjoy it. We're supposed to have some sunshine, and we need it. Thanks again. Bye-bye.